Hello, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and I wanted to talk with you all about the latest episode of Love and Marriage DC, Season 2, Episode 8. I have to say, this season, it is really coming together. Season 1, we were introduced to, the cast at that point, and it's just really gelling together. I believe that it was very smart for the producers to add Sharella and Black and even Joy and Clifton. And I'm going to talk more about, how they are woven together with this episode. But first, definitely please hit the like button on this video. It pushes my content into YouTube's algorithm, meaning that it will recommend my videos to more people of like minds and like interest. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I do a variety of content, not just TV show recaps. I also do interviews, like my upcoming interview with Dr. Francis. He is a celebrated therapist who has been featured on Love and Marriage Huntsville. He and I will be talking this coming Wednesday, March the 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I cannot wait to converse with Dr. Francis, and I ask that you please join me. So let's go right on into Love and Marriage DC. So the episode opens up with Ashley Silva coming home to her family, and she is explaining to the kids that their dad, DJ Quick Silva, is in the hospital. He had not been feeling well. It was his second ER visit in the same week, and he was complaining of pains in his chest. And the doctors were able to diagnose him with having an issue with his esophagus. And so Ashley is just really frustrated because she keeps telling Quick to make his health a priority. And of course, it's very admirable to have drive and want to work hard to provide for your family. I think that that's great as a Black man for him to be married and in the same household as his children. We don't always see that in our community. So I respect DJ Quicksilver for that. I do want him to prioritize his health as well so that he can continue to provide for his family and be in his kids' lives because they certainly need him. But I'm glad that their daughter is seeing her parents being married and her dad working because it does set a tone and it does set the bar for her once she starts dating. Just a side note. So then we see the Tylers, Arena and Jamie, they actually go to a sex toy shop and their friends actually own the store. Excuse me. So the lady in this scene is telling Arena that it is important for a woman to get to know her body. And that is what toys can help you do. Now, as you all know, I am a bedroom candy consultant. I love having virtual parties with women and just showing them their different options in terms of toys and lubricants just to feel sexy and experience the big O. You all deserve it after working hard all day and taking care of things around the house and other people. You deserve that downtime to relax and release, okay? So I thought this was actually an important scene because Arena said to her friend who was giving her this information, she said, yeah, that's the thing. I have never taken the time to explore my own body so that I can figure out what I like and communicate that to my husband, Jamie. And then we saw Jamie talking to the owner of the toy shop, her husband, and he was saying, by the time she finally does give it to me, I'm so excited. And then he didn't finish. So just to fill in the blank, allegedly, in my opinion, I am assuming perhaps Jamie was talking about he gets so excited to get some from Arena and then he kind of, a little quick. So, yeah, hopefully they can work on that. Now, what Jamie did say in his confessional was that he was always curious about the vibrating panties. And then Arena made a joke saying, do you want me to try out the panties or did you want to try out the panties? Good one, Arena. But then Jamie did clarify that he wanted her to put on the vibrating panties and he would operate the remote. So I am curious. I hope that Carlos circles back around at the reunion to ask if they did try out the vibrating panties. So then we see Winter. Winter is sitting down on the floor. She's wearing the black, and her 21-year-old daughter, Kayla, is standing up in this shot. So they are talking. Kayla is in college. She has a boyfriend now of 2 years. And she was telling her mom about how they went thrift store shopping and the young man named Kevin bought a ring. She clarified for her mom, Winter, that it was not an engagement ring, but just a ring, and that Kayla was calling the guy her husband, so she must be in love and sees herself marrying this guy. And they've talked about children. So Winter said, she just wants her to slow down, finish her degree, get a job, and enjoy life. She said, marriage will come. So I'm glad that Winter, plants that bug in her ear, because I do feel like society, our community, the church community, promotes marriage so much in women, and that from the time you are a little girl, you're obsessing over that beautiful white gown. You're already in weddings as a flower girl, attending weddings as a guest. So you obsess over the wedding, and then so you want to be married, but there's no really experiencing yourself as a woman and enjoying yourself as a single woman. So I agree with Winter. Just enjoy life a bit and don't worry about that. So hopefully those seeds that Winter was planting, they definitely do flourish in Kayla. And maybe Kayla will marry this guy, but you change so much from the time you go off to college, even into like the 40s. You're going to change so much and have so many different opinions, and look back on how you were indoctrinated on things and realize that this thought pattern was unnecessary. This mindset was actually very troubling and ate at your peace. So you're going to change so much that why get married so young? I think that if someone should get married, they should at least be 30 years old. Your 20s are spent for earning degrees, getting work experience, perhaps buying a house. Let the 30s be for marriage and having children. Just my opinion. So then we see the Tylers and the Silvas. They decide to have a double date. Obviously, Quick is out of the hospital, and he updates the Tylers on the doctor diagnosing his issue with his esophagus, and surgery may have to happen. And I think he's just like in his late 30s, so that's very young to have to get surgery. I wonder, does he talk to anyone who are plant-based, meaning no meat, no dairy, even if he tried it a couple days a week, just to see if that would be effective in his health? Because I mean, I'm no doctor, of course, but when I think of the esophagus, I think of the stomach. And then I'm just wondering, like, is it a digestive issue? Is he drinking enough water, eating enough foods with fiber, exercising? Like, is everything digesting properly? Like, if I were him, I would also visit like a plant-based doctor just to get their feedback. But in this scene, they actually also recap not just Quick's health condition, but Arena's wig launch event, where she had liquor. And we all know that after everyone was celebrating Arena's wig line, which again, I think is very smart of her to do because she wears beautiful units, Jamie actually was saying to her, and you need to also make money on TikTok. We need to get back on making our TikTok videos, and that's what you're going to do. And I said in my video last week that I felt like Jamie was trying to be controlling and almost hoe her at her own event, disrespect her publicly in front of others. And Ashley even says later on that she feels like with Jamie, he won't let Arena shine on her own. It has to be Arena and Jamie. And Jamie, he just gives, like, season one, I was concerned that allegedly he might be verbally abusive. He definitely comes off controlling, like he has to control everyone in his household. But then he also comes off like a little jealous, allegedly, in my opinion. And, like he also may be fearful that if Arena is totally independent financially and totally confident and not, obeying his every word, that she might leave him. He also gives that energy as well. But let me know what you all think. So in this scene, the Silvas, insinuated that Jamie may have a drinking problem. Now, I don't know about that. I think it was just a coincidence that he had been drinking, because I feel like in other scenes going back to season one, he always came off controlling. He always came off a little mean. So I don't think the alcohol is that much of a factor. But in his confessional, Jamie said that he thought that them suggesting that he might have a drinking problem was offensive. And I can't blame him for feeling that way. But the dude definitely comes off controlling. So then we see, so obviously, as they're filming, it's the holiday season, and Ashley is gearing up for her Christmas party that she has at her home. And this is her best friend, Alicia, that we've seen in previous episodes. I do love their energy together. Alicia and Ashley, they give me Clueless. With Dion and Alicia Silverstone's character. I can't think of the name right now. It wasn't Cher, was it? Cher and Dion? I don't know. But that's what they give. They also give me like a little Sex in the City, like Carrie and Charlotte or Carrie and Samantha. So I do enjoy their scenes, I have to say. But Ashley is shopping for a Christmas tree, and Alicia actually tells her that she was talking to Joy at another separate time, and Joy was actually saying that she F's with the Tylers, which I do feel like Joy just adores Arena. She F's with the Tylers, but not so much Ashley, and that she called Ashley and Alicia phony, because Joy doesn't like it that um, Ashley invited Sherelle and Black to her upcoming Christmas party. And so, Ashley says in her confessional, when I had a Friendsgiving, which is like a Thanksgiving event where you invite friends, Ashley said that she chose Joy and Cliff over Sherelle and Black. She didn't invite Sherelle and Black so that Joy would not be uncomfortable. And, that's such a tightrope, y'all. And that's very exhausting when you're friends with two people and, they don't F with each other. That's just like, oh my gosh, but I'm definitely like, I would say invite who you want, and I would just make the choice whether or not to attend. I can definitely just be like deuces and not be mad at someone because they invited someone else. If I'm going to feel that uncomfortable, I just won't go. But I don't want anybody to feel like they got to invite certain people. So that's just me. So then we see Winter is on a double date with Yusha. Yusha is standing right next to her in the black leather jacket. They were introduced by Sherelle and Black on their podcast. They decided to actually go to a house where professional chefs cook for them, and they actually participated as well. They had like noodles, they looked like fettuccine noodles with shrimp and veggies. It looked really good. And Yusha brought Winter flowers. Winter finds Yusha attractive. She said that he seems smart and educated, so I'm very happy for her. He's also like her age versus that other guy that she was married to season one. He just looked like her dad. And so I do feel like so far Yusha is a better fit. And Sherelle and Black, oh my gosh, before Yusha came, they were just doing the most. They were like, Winter, are you excited? Are you nervous? Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh no, I would not want to do the first date as a double date with Sherelle and Black. I think they would just do the most. But I thought it was very cute, very smart on Yusha to bring Winter flowers. And she said that her favorite color flowers to get is white. So he must have asked her that, remembered, and executed. So points to you, Yusha. So then we see where Joy invites Arena and Ashley out to cycling class with her. And it seemed like a very intimate studio. They had an instructor who had them doing lots of moves while they were standing up on the cycle. They were even like pumping their arms. It seemed like a great workout. And afterwards, they went upstairs. The lady said, "There's water and towels for you upstairs." And they were seated on the floor stretching. And Ashley actually asked Joy, I heard from Alicia that you basically called us phony and it was a problem that I'm still cool with Sherelle and Black. And at the very end of the episode, Ashley lets Joy know that she revealed to her best friend Alicia that Joy and Clifton are allegedly already married. Oh my gosh. So, if you guys are subscribed to Carlos King YouTube channel, he and DJ Richie Sky, they actually recapped this episode last night. And the name of his video Is Joy Married or Not? So I'm guessing that she is married because after Ashley said to Joy and Arena that, I let Alicia know that you're married, then the next scene is the producer asking Joy in her confessional, "Are you married?" And Joy takes a deep breath, she pauses, and we don't get her response yet. And then we see the upcoming scenes for next week's episode 9, where Joy is saying to Clifton, "I try to lead with love. I try to lead with love, but these bees just keep testing me." And she said that she cannot believe she's never seen over 40 her experiencing the backstab. So I am guessing, y'all, and this is just in my opinion, that Clifton and Joy thought that they could fake a storyline, which would be planning their wedding when they decided to already go off and get married. Now, if this is the case where they were faking a storyline, I don't appreciate it at all because reality TV is supposed to show your reality. Reality TV can be enlightening, it can be inspiring. When I was a kid and I would watch MTV, like not even quite in middle school yet, MTV started The Real World. Remember that? 7 strangers picked to live in a house and have their lives taped. That was reality TV. That was people who were totally coming from different walks of life, talking about race, gender, dating, marriage, LGBTQ, which that term wasn't out back then. And it was authentic conversations mustered up. The early seasons of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives, the early seasons, those were authentic episodes of reality television. Now we have the Robin Dixons of the world. We have the Joys of the world who think that they can literally like fake storylines just to be on TV and to earn the money. And I don't think that that's fair. Even on our W-2 jobs, we have to operate with integrity. We have to do honest work and work hard. We shouldn't get to coast for season after season like Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I'm just already turned off by this. I hope that Carlos doesn't skate over it at the reunion. And I just need more information. So I'm looking forward to episode 9 of Love and Marriage DC to see what explanation Joy and Clifton has. I would rather they just say, "We were in love, we decided to get married, and now we're going to, put together our married life and see how it all fits together. And I'm going to get acclimated to my stepkids." That could be your storyline because that is your real life, Joy. But let me know what you all thought of this episode. And again, don't forget to join me this coming Wednesday, March the 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I converse with Dr. Francis. We're going to talk about wellness. We're going to talk about self-care and things that you can do to boost your self-esteem. I cannot wait. And so I will be talking with him. I ask that you turn on your notification. I've already set up the live. Definitely like this video, y'all. It will cause this video to go out to more people in the YouTube stratosphere. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show, Style, and Spirit. And I will talk with you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.